We're all set on the grid here in Monte Carlo. It's lights out and away we go. Norris gets
The race is on to develop cleaner fuels. F1's turned the corner with a fuel change for next season.
into the first turn.
We've got a great test bed in Formula 2 and Formula 3 that has been running 55% sustainable fuel over previous years, and this year is 100% sustainable fuel, and the drivers and the technical analysis shows zero drop in performance.
5 companies, many of them sponsors, will supply synthetic and biofuel to 11 teams on the grid.
You're racing green, you're providing a solution for the automotive sector and the wider consumer, but you're also giving the public and the fans what they want, and it will reduce greenhouse emissions by around 80%.
With Formula 1 in the driver's seat, companies are looking to Australia to make synthetic and biofuels that'll connect the cars, ships and planes of today to a net zero tomorrow.
So we estimate the market could be in the order of a $32 billion low carbon liquid fuels market by 2050 and a feedstock market of about $15 billion.
At least 2 companies are looking to build manufacturing facilities in Australia. Zero Petroleum is hoping to break ground in South Australia next year, while Porsche-backed HIF hopes a plant in Tasmania will be ready by 2030.
One of the main ingredients that we need is renewable energy. And Australia is well known globally for having a big renewable energy potential.
It would produce 500 times more synthetic fuel than this pilot plant in Chile, but the fuel isn't likely to make its way to petrol pumps.
These fuels and any kind of green product, you're probably talking 2 or 3 times the cost.
We need very low renewable energy costs in order to get that hydrogen price down. And then on the other flip side is the carbon dioxide that you need to source. And pulling that out of the atmosphere currently is technologically not as mature.
The latest government data shows less than 1% of registered vehicles are electric in Australia. The CSIRO estimates that'll grow to 97% by 2050.
There will be an existing fleet of internal combustion engines, we think, still operating at that point, and there needs to be a solution for those cars.
Governments and legislators should set targets to get to net zero and let the innovators, the technology providers find the solutions.
Synthetic and biofuels are currently being earmarked for heavy polluters like ships, trucks and planes.
By 2050, about 30 billion litres in Australia will likely be hard to electrify and will likely require low carbon liquid fuels or other decarbonisation technologies.
Qantas has just received nearly 2 million litres of biofuel that's blended at a ratio of 18% with traditional jet fuel. It will reduce carbon emissions on 900 international flights by approximately 3,400 tonnes. But the airline had to buy it from Malaysia. The government is trying to jumpstart the domestic industry by offering $250 million in grants. But manufacturers want the same regulations that exist overseas, that are helping those markets grow.
Some of the mandates that are getting rolled out across Asia are in the order of 1% blend. It provides an investment signal back to the production side of the market to develop these facilities, and then in turn that brings down the cost.
Currently, our project is designed as an export project, and that's because there are other markets in the world that have more advanced regulation to support the uptake of these products.
Calls to get the policy settings right to put Australia in pole position.